92% of people who set financial goals never reach them. Not most people, not struggling people, virtually everyone. And the ones who fail are not lazy or weak or bad with numbers. They are operating with a brain that was physically built to sabotage the exact kind of long-term promise they are trying to keep. The system is rigged from the inside. Here is what nobody tells you when you sit down and write out a budget or promise yourself you will finally start saving. The moment you make that promise, two completely different brains are making two completely different decisions. And they do not agree with each other, they never have. And one of them always wins. Neuroscientists call it temporal discounting. Your brain does not experience the future self as you. Brain imaging studies show that when people think about their future selves, the neural patterns look almost identical to thinking about a total stranger. So when you promise yourself you will save money next month, your brain is essentially being asked to sacrifice pleasure today for the benefit of someone it does not recognize. That stranger has no pull on you. You would not skip dinner tonight to buy a meal for someone you have never met, and yet that is the exact neurological task you are assigning yourself every single time you try to delay spending. The future you is a ghost your brain refuses to protect. But the betrayal goes deeper than that. Your brain does not just ignore the future, it actively rewards the present. Every time you spend money, your brain releases dopamine. Not because you needed the thing you bought, but because the act of acquiring something triggers the same ancient reward circuit that once told your ancestors to grab food before someone else did. You are running hunting instincts inside a shopping app, and the release happens before you even buy. The anticipation of the reward is often stronger than the reward itself. This is why browsing feels so good. This is why adding things to a cart feels satisfying even when you never check out. Your brain has already collected its chemical payment. Whether you follow through or not almost does not matter to it. Now stack on top of that something called the present bias. When researchers offer people a choice between $10 today or $11 tomorrow, most people take the 10. Rationally, waiting one day for 10% more money is an extraordinary return. But your brain does not do rational math in real time. It does threat assessment. And anything in the future carries uncertainty. The present is guaranteed, so the brain grabs it. This is not a personality flaw. This was a survival feature. For hundreds of thousands of years, a future reward might never arrive. The animal that waited for tomorrow's meal when today's meal was available did not pass on its genes. You are descended from the ones who grabbed what was in front of them. Your impatience is an inheritance from every ancestor who survived because of it. But here is where it becomes a true trap. When you make a financial promise in a calm, clear-headed moment at your kitchen table on a Sunday morning, feeling rested and in control, you are using your prefrontal cortex. That is the rational, long-term planning part of your brain. It genuinely means every word. The plan feels real. The commitment feels solid. But when you are at the store, or tired, or slightly stressed, or just bored, your brain shifts its center of gravity. The prefrontal cortex quiets down and the limbic system, your emotional, impulsive, pleasure-seeking core, takes the wheel. That Sunday morning version of you simply is not present anymore. A different brain made a promise that this brain never agreed to. Stress makes it catastrophically worse. Cortisol, the stress hormone your body floods you with during financial pressure, literally shrinks your capacity for long-term thinking. Studies show that people in financial scarcity score measurably lower on cognitive tests requiring patience and planning, not because poverty makes people less intelligent, but because the brain under stress physically redirects resources to short-term survival. The very pressure of being broke makes the brain worse at solving the problem of being broke. So what do you actually do with this? You stop treating it as a willpower problem and start treating it as an engineering problem. The research is clear. The people who succeed financially are not the ones with stronger discipline. They are the ones who built systems that make the impulsive choice harder and the right choice automatic. They removed the decision from the moment of temptation entirely. Automatic savings transfers that leave your account the moment your paycheck arrives. Spending accounts that are physically separate and slightly less convenient to access. waiting periods you impose on yourself before any non-essential purchase above a set amount. These are not hacks. They are the correct response to the actual biological problem. You are designing around a brain, not trying to overpower it. There is also something almost counterintuitive that the research surfaces. Making your future self feel real, actually vivid and concrete, changes how much your brain cares about protecting it. Writing a detailed letter to your future self, looking at an age-progressed image of your own face, describing specifically what your life will look like in 10 years. These exercises create neural connection to that stranger. They turn the ghost into someone worth protecting. Your brain was not broken in some unique way that afflicts only you. It was shaped by millions of years of a world where the future was uncertain and the present was survival. The financial system you live inside was built maybe 200 years ago. Your brain is running firmware that is 10,000 times older than the concept of a savings account. The mismatch is not your fault, but understanding it is now your responsibility. Every financial promise you broke was not a moral failure. It was a brain doing exactly what it was designed to do in a world it was never designed for. The question was never whether you had enough willpower. The question was whether you knew what you were actually up against. Now you do. And that, for the first time, genuinely changes the odds.